Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin and today we're doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. Okay, so number one, why did you start this channel? I actually had a friend suggest it to me, like indirectly. We were reading Julius Caesar for school and I had not read the book. And so I was still trying to summarize it because we had a chapter review test that day or something. And they were like, oh, it'd be kind of funny if you made a video where you just summarize books you've never read. And I kind of thought about it, and I had really just found YouTube, or Booktube. I know what YouTube is. But I had just found Booktube, and I had been watching more, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a funny video idea. But I didn't really want to start a channel. I was in the middle, I'm a theater kid, and so I had a ton of rehearsals going on, and I was in the middle of a bunch of things, and so I kept putting off starting a channel. And now school is over, everything's canceled, so why not? Question 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I don't know, there's a lot of different booktubers and a lot of them do different things. I think it's always great to have as many opinions on a subject as possible, so I think just adding my opinion to the mix about different books is fun. I have a couple series planned for later that I think might be fun and unique. I need to do more research and see if people have done them before. But yeah, I think I have some cool video ideas that people will like. Number 3, what are you most excited about for this new channel? I am excited to be part of the Booktube community. I have been, of course, watching videos. I watch a lot of Read with Cindy's one of my favorites, Haley and Bookland. Those two are kind of my top booktubers. And I read a lot of comments and I think there's a really cool community. I'm also excited, July is Harry Potter month, and so I have some really cool ideas for that and I'm really excited about it. Number 4, why do you love reading? My parents started reading to me when I was little, and so I've always grown up reading. And I like that you can go so many different places and you can meet so many new people without having to leave your room. Which sounds kind of lame, but... Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? I think the first book that I ever was a fan of was Little Women. And I got kind of obsessed with it in, I guess, 1st or 2nd grade, the abridged version, and then my parents bought me the full version and I read it a bunch of times, and I think that's really what launched me into just reading obsessively. Number 6, what question would you ask your favorite booktubers? How do you decide what to read and what to talk about? Because I feel like I read so much, but I don't want to talk about every book that I read. So what do you go into a book and say, I'm reading this for my YouTube channel, or do you just read things and then be like, oh, this is a good book to make a video about? Number 7, what challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I don't know. I don't see it as having that many challenges. I think eventually my creativity may run out and I'll run out of video ideas, and I think that'll be something that challenges me, but I'm looking forward to it. So, 8, when did you start reading? When I was 4 or 5, maybe. I think I said this before, my parents started reading to me when I was a baby, and so I don't know when I really started. I would say, yeah, 4 or 5, late preschool, early kindergarten. Where do you read? Anywhere. I read in the car, I read in my room, I read at school, I think the weirdest place I've read is at a wedding. I was 10 and I did not want to be there and I made my parents get my book out of the car. But yeah, I can read pretty much anywhere. And 10, what kind of books do you read? I read a lot of different stuff. I don't read a lot of nonfiction. I think the last nonfiction book I read was the Alexander Hamilton biography by Ron Chernow, which is this big. And I don't think I ever finished it. But I read a lot of YA fiction. I read a lot of fantasy books. I started reading more adult thrillers. The Woman in the Window, I think, is the last one I read. And then historical fiction. So that is the last question. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know this was a shorter video, so if you want to see more, there should be one right here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you would have answered these questions. See ya!